Hey everybody, Crafty here, better known as Greg in the group. I own and operate Crafty's Quarantine Soap. A lot of you have seen me before and really enjoy watching the soap making videos. So I'm going to make a more masculine bar today. I'm going to put glitter in it, but it's going to look really cool. It's not really girly glitter. Um, but yeah, that's one of the things I like to do is just kind of make an everybody soap. Not everybody likes florals. Not everybody likes the kind of dessert or the fruity. Um, so this bar is going to feature either lemongrass essential oil, which I've really kind of fallen back in love with, or it's going to have fir needle essential oil. Both are really great for uh, your skin for stuff like acne in particular. Both of them work for acne. Fir needle is also great if you're having like chest problems. It can help kind of open things up, just sort of the same way like peppermint or menthol does. It kind of has that opening effect on the respiratory, uh, and it just smells really nice. And it's not too Christmassy. I made one of these for myself not long ago, and I don't think it smells too Christmassy. I enjoy using it. Also going into this is some brown Kaolin Clay because these are going to be bears, and then we're also gonna add some activated charcoal and some activated coconut charcoal, which is ground up bits of coconut husk that's been burned. So let's get you down into the soap zone. Okay, you can see my mess. There's a little campfire soap. If anybody remembers these, they were like neon yellow with gross black ends. I redesigned that. Okay, so I've got my soap, and I'm just gonna... So this is my brand new one, and this is my one that's been through the wash a couple times. I have very hard water, so it's got hard water deposits all over it. We'll use that one second. It does not affect the soap in any way. It just looks kind of gross. But let's see. So my soap is sitting at about 130 degrees. And I'm going to turn my little personal fan off. Or actually, I'm just going to point it way up directly at my face. Because I do not want to send Kaolin Clay all over. So if anybody watches Call the Midwife, I've been super hooked on it lately. I put a lot in. Sorry, distracted. I just over the last couple of weeks, I completely devoured the series, and I noticed I picked up on something. Apparently, like a... I don't even want to say old-timey because it was like an episode set in probably 1965. But apparently it's still something that you can get in Britain. It's Kaolin Clay and morphine. And apparently it's an anti-diarrheal, but a lot of places don't carry it still, either because they don't carry anything that could be habit-forming, or they don't carry, or just because people don't ask for it anymore. But kaolin is a very absorbent clay. So it's really great if you've got acne or oil-prone skin. It's going to suck up that acne from your skin and give you an easier time of it. And the morphine, of course, if you're familiar with a lot of opiates, they stop you up. So that's why it was something given as an over-the-counter. And then the ratios are, there's so much Kaolin Clay in that you just wouldn't physically be able to consume enough to really become high, but it would stop you up. And I'm sure it was used for other things, not just for the stoppage of bowels. But I thought that was interesting. We mostly use it in skincare now. It's in bath bombs. It's in a lot of cosmetics. It's in, I wouldn't say so much in lotion because you do want it to come off your skin eventually. It's in a lot of different soaps. Really just nice stuff to use and have. Add some alcohol here. So that all flows in. The alcohol is thankfully not blowing directly into my eyes. Then I'm going to grab my Fir Needle Essential oil. Adding the oil can really help to get the additives to go in. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I've got some really just like super clumpy soap going on here. I don't want super clumpy soap. I don't think most people want super clumpy soap. Yeah, adding that essential oil, especially to the activated carbon, really just caused it to just sink right on in there. Like I said, I am going to add just a little bit of glitter to this because it is supposed to be starry bears. That's Ursa Stellaris. And I think this ultrafine gold glitter looks so amazing in a dark bar of soap. Also just going to add a little bit of actual star glitter. All the glitter that I use is biodegradable. You want to use biodegradable glitter in anything cosmetics. Soap is considered a cosmetic. And the reason you want to do that is that even if you're not really concerned about the ocean, you think plastic in animal stomachs is a myth, or I don't even want to like put it that way. If you think it's not as big of a problem as maybe people make it out to be, so even if you're not super eco-conscious, think about your pipes. Your pipes, any kind of glitter that goes down your pipes, you want it to be something that natural bacteria can eat up. Which most natural bacteria cannot eat up any kind of plastic, which is what a lot of glitter is made of. So you don't want that going down your pipes because that's just going to start sticking to the sides and eventually build up. This will just very quickly, actually, even if you apply like a caustic to it, will very quickly disappear. There are organisms that can and will feed on this. So overall, it's good for the environment. It's good for your home environment. It's not going to be something that can cause you high plumbing bills later on, or even just extra work if you're good at cleaning your own pipes out. So, like I said, even if you're not terribly worried about the fish or the environment, you still want to use... of course, you can skip glitter altogether. But if you're looking for something nice for yourself or maybe somebody else that you live with, or you're just being considerate of them, make sure anything that you buy that's going to go down a drain or come off into the trash is biodegradable. This is the same kind of glitter like you see a lot of... what comes to mind is like girls at Coachella where they like kind of really bedazzle themselves in glitter, or maybe sometimes in music videos. It's been a long time since I've really watched a music video other than maybe like Pentatonics or something on YouTube here and there. But make sure you're using a biodegradable cosmetic glitter. But if you're doing something like resin crafting, or it's a permanent, like if you're making some sort of permanent craft, buy the less expensive plastic glitter. It's totally fine. Because that's not going to go anywhere well, if you've worked with glitter, it's going to go everywhere. You know it. But if you look here, like I am not covered in glitter. I have very little glitter in my apartment. It doesn't stick to my sinks. It's not stuck. Every once in a while, like a bigger one might get stuck in my. I have very hairy chest, so every once in a while I get some glitter there. So just a consideration for all of the crafters out there. Depending on what you're making, be careful about what you put in it. Or depending on what you're making, maybe don't be as careful because you know that you're not going to cause any harm to either your pipes or the environment, or to your waste bucket or the environment. Okay, I think just because I put a very dark blue glitter in with some gold glitter and some kind of silvery glitter. I think what I'm seeing is not chunks. I think I'm seeing. I believe that I am seeing the actual glitter in there. Alright, so I'm just going to pour this here. And I don't know if you remember when you were a kid, if your parents had tall glasses, tall skinny glasses, and then short, fatter glasses, you know, like a highball or a lowball. And maybe you had siblings, you argued over who got the bigger cup. Ask my sister, we had that conversation. I always tried to give her the shorter cup that was wider. And she didn't like it because she couldn't get her hand around it, and she wanted the taller one because she thought it held more. And finally my parents showed me the big cup, you know, what I thought was the big cup and what I thought was the little cup, and had me dump the big cup into the little cup, and sure enough, they hold the same amount of liquid. And that was mostly the end of that, except for times when I just wanted to antagonize my sister. Same thing here. These bears are the same size as the bear paws. Different shape, same volume. There we go. And if you hear something in the background that sounds like a crying baby or a goat or maybe like a malaise, the child, that's my cat. That's what she sounds like. She has food, so I don't know why she's crying. She just kind of does that. She's very talkative. There she goes. And she does kind of sound like a goat. Maddie, you sound like a goat. She didn't disagree just then. Alright, so we've got these 6 poured. And any kind of pouring craft, because I've heard like resin crafters talk about it as well. Make sure you have an overpour mold. For me, since I've got the 2 bear molds, my overpour mold for this project is the bears. Because I really want to make more of this one. I like it. I think it's attractive. We got Father's Day coming up, which I realized I just remembered to talk about. I'm kind of topping these ones up with some of the like chunkier glitter, because that big glitter is going to sink to the bottom, which is then going to be the top of the soap, and it just looks really nice to have the big kind of stars. And that's enough rubbing alcohol. Alright, so that was my Ursa Stellaris Starry Bear Soap with Kaolin Clay, 2 different types of activated charcoal, and now trying to escape the mold. You can break the mold, but please don't escape it. Let's see. There we go, that ought to take care of it. I'll just dump it into the other one. What can I stick over there? Pardon me while I do soap logistics. Okay, that's holding. I might switch over to a time lapse of this because I do see that the glitter is kind of swirling. It's always fun to watch. But I don't know how much is going to keep swirling. It's not mica, so it doesn't quite go the same. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Hopefully, I didn't notice as many people tuning in this time, so hopefully y'all catch it on the hashtag replay. But I'm Greg with Crafty's Quarantine Soap. If you're interested in buying soap from me, my website is www.craftysqs.rocks. I haven't been as active on social media recently. I've had a very busy April and May. But if you want to follow me here on Facebook, you can follow, just type in @CraftySQS. That's Crafty SQS, like Crafty's Quarantine Soap. And you can also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is CraftySQS. I also have a YouTube that I haven't uploaded anything to for a while. I really need to get back on the YouTube train. But my YouTube is Crafty's Quarantine Soap. I don't have the custom URL yet, or any kind of shortcut to my channel. So for that, you just have to type in Crafty's Quarantine Soap. I can put a link in later, but it's a really monster link until I hit that 100 subscribers, and I think I have like 30 videos, something like that. So you really have to get the custom link, you have to have a bit of a following, and you have to be an active poster. So anyway, like I said, this is the soap. It'll be available pretty much immediately. If you order it tonight, I will have it out to you this weekend. And as I'm going to say, it is up on the site. I don't have pictures of it yet because I was waiting for this video. So later this evening or tomorrow when I unmold, pictures will go. Thank you all for stopping in and have a great day.